Andrew's Fonfara sparring. We have more than a month to the fight, but at least today one of the promoters described Andrews in the ring as a vicious. If you can say something about today's sparring and what you want to accomplish in the next couple of weeks.
Well, you know, we want to start with this, especially this fight here, fighting Campillo. We want to start fast. We want to be in the fight right away. We don't want to try to figure him out, because I think this guy, the way he's been fighting, once he warms up, he could be a very dangerous opponent. So we want to get out there and show Andrew's power and stay right in his face. You know, and that's what we've been working on. We want Andrew to get mean in there, and that's.
He was mean today.
Yeah, he was mean. He was not. He didn't care who he was hitting. I mean, he was out there to prove a point, and that's our strategy for this fight.
After finishing his 9-round sparring with 3 different sparring partners, the first words he said is, "No matter who you are," which is basically what you just said. No matter who you are, you're going into the ring with me. Be ready for 100%. Andrew's saying that for him, the training is sparring is almost like a fight. Well, it's something you teach?
Well, for this one in particular, I want his mind frame that way. You know, I want it that way, because for this guy, we don't want to give him an inch, because if we give him an inch, he'll take a foot, and we don't want that.
He is preparing in Spain right now, but he already announced, we are talking of course about Campillo. The guy Andrew is going to fight. He's going to come to Florida, spend some time in US. There's no doubt that for him, especially after Kovalev fight, this is a do or die to come back into the equation, to be in the picture.
Well, you know, you can't blame the guy for thinking that way, you know. He knows that this fight is everything for him. Either to close the door or open doors for him. So I know he's going to come mentally and physically prepared. The man's been 12 rounds at least 6-7 times that I can think of, you know. So I know this guy is, he knows how to go the distance, he knows how to survive, and we're going to take that away from him. The sooner the better.
Andrew is fighting the top guys. I remember when we start talking about Andrew seriously, after you have the conversation with me about, I'm going to tell Andrew, do the boxing only, not the other activities. And since then, I would say 2.5 years ago, it's a completely different Andrew Fonfara mindset, the way he fights, the way he thinks. What was the crucial moment? Glenn Johnson fight? Before the Glenn Johnson fight?
I think it was before the Glenn Johnson fight. You know, he was more focused. Him not have to worry about losing all that weight. You know, I think he finally grew into himself. You know, he finally became the man that he wants to be. And I think he's going to get a little bigger yet, you know, because right now, you know, he's really filling in, getting more stronger as we go, and he's more focused, and that's what it takes to be a world champion, is to be really focused.
Yeah, this is also Andrew's approach, saying, you know what, I don't want to be the old Andrew, you know, losing weight or not being in shape. Look like for the last 2 years, at least for me, he's always in shape.
Well, I mean, that's the way we are. You know, I wouldn't bring him to a fight being half-ass. It's either going to be 100% or stay home and go get a job.
The most dangerous thing about Campillo is?
Well, his movement, his experience. You know, he's been in there with the top-notch guys. He was a world champion. So I think his experience is the most dangerous. We have to take that away from him in the early rounds.
You know, assuming that there's his trainer and there's Campillo sitting in front of the videos and watching Andrew Fonfara, what they will be afraid of? I mean, maybe not afraid of, like I said, he's an experienced guy. What are they going to look for?
They're going to be looking at his right hand. They're going to be looking for power shots. They're going to try to take that away from him. But we got surprises for him that we've been working on.
In the next couple of days, we're not going to mention the name yet. We're going to have one of the very good sparring partners, the guy who is spending some time with Klitschko, spending some time with Stevenson, who just knocked out Chad Dawson. So we're going to have you have everything what you wanted for this fight, I presume.
Yes, we do. We got guys that are fast, we got guys that move, and we got guys that are going to fight inside. So we got a little bit of everything. And every two rounds, we're going to put a fresh guy in there for Andrew to spar with.
Artur Szpilka versus Mike Mollo, the other event on the August 16. Couple of words, how do you see knowing both guys very well?
From knowing them very well, both of them, of course, I see that fight going no more than 3 rounds.
So, I mean, I'm surprised a little bit because you cannot deny that Mike Mollo will be better prepared this time than he was the last time. Szpilka will be so much better this time?
I think so. I think he's going to be prepared.
So this is Sam Colonna, who knows both guys, and saying Artur Szpilka 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
What about Mike Mollo saying, Sam, you know me very well, you're from Chicago, how could you do it to me?
Well, I know both fighters, and that's what I predict. Hey, I hope that I'm wrong. I like Mike. You know, me and Mike go back a long way. I was the first one to turn Mike pro.
I remember on August 16 in the White Sox Stadium, even for you, the veteran of 30 plus years in boxing,
yes,
it's a special event on the White Sox Stadium.
Oh, it is. I grew up in that neighborhood when I first came from Italy. I lived like 2 blocks away from the White Sox Park, so I know everybody in that neighborhood, and it's going to be a special event for me.
Thank you very much, Sam Colonna. We're going to talk a couple of more times. Hopefully, thank you for your time, and I appreciated all the help.
All right, thank you.